Hey Mpenzi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Esther, and if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and also hit that bell notification so that you're notified every time I post a new video. And also don't forget to like this video and of course share it, and also comment down below and let me know what you think. Okay, so as the title suggests, guys, today I'm gonna talk to you about the cost of living here in Cyprus, being an international student. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And I bring get mine, about mine, go hard, looking for another like me. What's up? I bring me. What you get is what you see. And I bring me. So I'm gonna tell you guys the cost of living here in Cyprus, and guys, this is my opinion. Everyone has a different background. People come from different financial backgrounds, so my cost of living may be expensive to someone or cheap to someone, or maybe the same. So it really depends with the kind of background you're from. Okay, cheap or expensive is relative, like people relate differently. So I'm gonna look down because I have my notes here. Okay, so the first thing, guys, I'm gonna talk about school fees. Okay, so the first semester I paid 5,276 euros, and this included registration. Like when you are applying for a school, you need to pay, is it admission fee? Yeah, you need to pay admission fee. I needed to pay visa application. You get a temporary visa just to get into the country. And then also I paid the school fees, and the school fees included health insurance. So all that amounted to 5,276 euros. However, this semester I'm paying something different, something slightly lower than the 5,276, because right now I'm not paying for the health insurance, and I'm also not paying for any visa. So this semester I'm paying 4,646 euros, which is going to be the same amount next semester. Now you guys know I'm doing a master degree in digital media and communication, so my program is 1.5 years, that is 3 semesters. So guys, if you look at my total fees, it comes to around 13,000 euros, give or take. Okay, so we are done with the school fees. I'm gonna talk to you guys about rent. I wanted to stay near the school because I was coming to a new country and I didn't want the hassle of trying to figure out the transportation and everything. So I wanted somewhere near the school, so I got to book my place at the school's website. They had options. So me having a roommate was the cheaper option. We are separated by a wall, and we are only sharing the kitchen and the washroom, and my roommate and I have a really good relationship, so it's not a big deal. So the rent here is actually 4,335 for 51 weeks. 51 weeks is around the whole year, give or take, around the whole year. So you can decide to pay the 4,335 like one payment. Like you can do it in one payment, or you can do it in 2 or 3 installments depending on your finances. So the payment system is quite flexible. If you choose 3 installments, they give you the period when you're supposed to give each installment. So the people who are staying in like a studio apartment obviously are gonna pay more. So the cheaper apartments are the ones where there are 2 people in a house. Okay, so now we can talk about like other expenses such as food. Well, my roommate and I, we usually like share a lot of things. So when it comes to food, we like share the costs of food. And we usually like write a list, then we go to the mall and buy all these things. Then the total amount, we like split it into 2. So we just came back to school from the holidays, so of course like the fridge was like totally empty, so we had to buy a lot of things on the first day of shopping, So yesterday we went for shopping and the total amount was 67 euros and 76 cents. We spend most of our money buying food, yeah, because we cook for ourselves. We prefer to cook instead of getting takeout or something. So we buy stuff like chicken, like pork, like beef. We buy eggs. And when you're buying chicken, like you're buying the full chicken, then you eat piece by piece. If it's beef, we buy maybe 1 kg of beef, 1 kg of pork, and you eat slowly. We buy stuff like milk, we buy bread for breakfast, we buy spices for cooking, we buy pasta. We eat a lot of pasta, by the way. Yeah, things like that, just food stuff basically. We also buy fries, like the frozen fries, which is like easier to cook instead of buying potatoes and cooking potatoes. It takes a lot of oil, so we just buy the frozen fries. You just put in the oven and it's 10 minutes and the fries are done. So when we go for shopping again, we're just gonna spend something like 40 euros, 30 euros, because this shopping is gonna last us like two weeks. Yeah, it's gonna last us 2 weeks because we eat 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch and dinner. And you're gonna go shopping again and we are going to spend much less than this. So I think it's easier for us that way. We spend less money. Our fridge is really small and we really can't like afford to have separate things in the fridge. Things are just gonna be confusing and messy, so it's just easier if we buy things together and then we just figure it out like that. However, there are some things we also don't share, like toothpaste, soap, those personal things we don't share. We just share food stuff. Yeah. Another thing is transport. Okay, transport in Cyprus, it's just crazy. And if you don't have a car, then transport is gonna be crazy for you because you have to wait for the bus. And if you're gonna use the bus, you need the bus schedule to know what time you need to leave the house, what time you need to be at the bus stop waiting for the bus. So it's just crazy. And then if you're using the bus, luckily for students, you pay half price when you have your student ID. So the bus is usually €1.50. So if you have your school ID, you only pay 75 cents. But for me, I don't use the bus every day because I just stay 5 minutes away from school. So for me, I don't use the bus often. Maybe when I'm going to some other place to film a YouTube video, or going to the city center to buy stuff, that's when I use the bus, or when I'm going to visit friends or something. For those people who use the bus like every day, like my friend Martinez, she uses the bus every day, so she gets the bus card. You pay 20 euros I think, and you use that card for a month. So I guess it's kind of cheaper for her. Yeah. And sometimes, let's say if you want to do something over the weekend and maybe you want to rent a car or something. I have a friend of mine, she rents a car maybe for 20 euros I think. Yeah, renting a car is not that expensive. Let's say for a day you can get a car for 20 euros. I hear there are some places even for 7 euros. I don't know how true that is, but you can rent a car maybe for the weekend or for as long as you like, if you have the money to. Yeah, so that's it really. And then also days, if you want to have fun, it really depends. If you're a person who goes out to the club every weekend, then you're gonna spend a lot of money. For me, I don't go out every weekend, or if I'm going out, I'm going to film. Like when I'm going out, I'm maximizing on me going out, and that's gonna be me filming and me getting a YouTube video. And I think you guys have seen those videos, me going to the club, it's on YouTube, me going to Trios Mountains for the weekend, that's a YouTube video. So me going out is usually like YouTube motivating me to go out, because I need to put a video out on YouTube, So it really depends with the kind of person you are. Some people go out every day, some people go out every weekend, some people never go out. So it really depends with your lifestyle. Yeah. And also alcohol here is very, very affordable. Like a bottle of wine goes for €4. So for people who are into drinking or whatever, they can get a bottle of wine for very cheap. €4, €3, you can get a decent, you know, bottle of wine, even €2. So you can decide, instead of going to the club, you can just get you a bottle of wine and just drink at the comfort of your home. And also for me, you know, some of these activities that I do, I follow pages like Youth Exchange Understanding, the Erasmus page. They really have events for students and they are quite affordable. Like the trip I went to Cyprus Mountains, you guys saw that video. If you haven't, I'm gonna link it down below. For the 2 days, I paid €40. My roommate and I paid €40, she paid €40. So we went there for 2 days and we did a lot of things for the 2 days. So it was quite affordable, and the €40 included accommodation. So you know, when you go out with some of these organizations, they have like discounts for students, so it's quite affordable. If you're an individual and you go to those mountains, you're definitely not going to pay €40 for 2 days. You're gonna spend more than that. So some of these organizations are, you know, they have nice events for students. And of course, for me, I'm gonna go because I want to put out a YouTube video. So, and it's also a good thing, you know, to go and, I don't know, to go and explore and meet new people, you know. Yeah, so guys, I think that's it for me. Like, if you have any questions, you can just comment down below and I can give you the answers. I'm pretty sure I haven't answered maybe every question that you might be having in your head. So if you have any question, just comment down below and I'm gonna try and answer it effectively. Otherwise, that marks the end of this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification, make sure you comment down below and give me feedback, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.